What is going on, guys? I know it's been a super long time since I've made a video. I have still been playing fighting games. I've been playing a lot of Guilty Gear, a little bit of Tekken, Street Fighter, and I think that's about it. But yeah, it took a bit of a break, but now I'm back with this game, Melty type Lumina, and it is a banger. I'm really enjoying it so far. This dude here, Vlov, is basically the reason why I even wanted to play it. His moves were just super awesome in the trailer. I wanted to try him for myself, and he's even better than I thought he would be. So I'm really happy about that. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with a big intro, so let's just get straight into it. Now, these tips are based off my own experience in ranked. Now, I have played over 50 matches. I know that's not a whole lot, but I think it's given me some sort of insight in things I needed to remember when I was playing to assist me in winning. So, without further ado, these are in no order either. First one I want to talk about is working out your pokes and long-range buttons for neutral. So, obviously in this game, getting one hit is a super big deal, because even if you forget your big combos, you do have auto combos, and any straight hit can lead to a big combo, you know, some sort of damage there. So it's super important that you remember your pokes, right? Things like for Vlov, I try to look at what has the best range, because a lot of the time you'll be in this range here in neutral. A lot of people will be here. This is just obviously what I've found out, you know, versing people in ranked. People are around here whiffing buttons, so you want to find moves that have good range. For example, Vlov's, he's down heavy, has huge range there. So I try to utilize that as much as I can in neutral, but be careful if it's a low, because I'm going to talk about this in a little while, but people obviously love to jump in this game. It's got huge aerial movement. It basically almost encourages you to be always in the air when you can. But then obviously that's accompanied by the fact that you can travel fast on the ground by running. So obviously if it's a low, be careful. You want to look for moves that cover the general space quite well. I'm blessed with Vlov that I can use moves like this in neutral, because you can get like a full convert out of his stomp, and it's pretty decent damage there. So that was obviously with just one bar. But find out your character's long buttons there, because you don't want to be whiffing like this in neutral, and then obviously get punished for it, because the whiff recovery, well, although it might not look that big, it's pretty decent on whiffing buttons in neutral, depending on who you're playing, obviously. Now this ties into what I was talking to before, tip number 2, and that is know your anti-air. Now, as I said, people are going to be jumping a lot in this game. They're going to want to attack you from the air, get a jump in since it's so quick, and you want to prevent that as much as you can with whatever moves you've got to your disposal there. So what I have worked out, now obviously this is super early days, this is my second day on the game, so third day, sorry. I'm sure each character has a designated button, and I'm not sure if there is a quick way to stop people, but obviously the universal one is shield, right? Someone jumps in and you think they're going to do it, you can just shield them. Obviously this opens up the shield mini game, where they can shield your shield, etc. Now obviously you can use the invincible one there, which they cannot shield, although that obviously wastes meter. But if it's going to get you the game or the round, it's a definitely worthy tool to use. Okay. Now I'm not sure if this is universally true, but from working with Vlov, the launcher, down forward C, which is universal, seems to work decently well. It does trade a bit as well though, so I'm not too sure if there is a better move to use. But yeah, you can use down forward C. Depending on who you are, I'm not sure if it's going to work, but the whole tip I want to give you guys is definitely work out your anti-air. Like for Vlov as well, his quarter circle back B and A. Actually, the B one has a bigger hitbox. As you can see, it reaches decently high in the air, so his works really well for that. But obviously, if someone's jumping in at this speed, you might not be able to react in time with that button. But yeah, just make sure you work out what your anti-airs are, because people are going to be in the air a lot. So obviously now that leads me into point number 3, which is a super obvious one, and I know a lot of people use this in all their videos, but just macro dash, man. Just macro it. Like, I didn't use it for ages. I never used it in Guilty Gear. Just use it. It's just much better. Like, when you want to start your offense, like say I grab someone and then I want to do an instant air dash. It's just so much quicker. Like, I just got to do up forward and dash, and that's pretty hard to react to on wake up. So you should macro it. It's gonna fix your it's gonna augment your offense to make sure you can you know, get in a lot quicker, make your mix-ups a lot more ambiguous, and it's just obviously easier to execute. Like, look how much slower that was for me trying to do even that, like up forward, forward, you know, just macro it, man, much easier. Now, these two are like pretty obvious, but I thought I'd mention them anyway. So tip number 4 is spend your bar. Now, I know you might think that's super simple, but you build meter super fast in this game, so don't be afraid to spend your bars and use them where you can. Because yeah, you're always going to gain it back, and on top of that, you also have a charge. So like, you know, if you ever get a spare second, you can always charge. Like, I don't recommend this, but it is an option. But don't be afraid to use your bar. It does come back quite quick. So that's point number 4. Now, point number 5 is, this is coming from a person who has played fighting games that don't really have a lot of bars. So for me, I had to really watch my moon gauge, and basically not even just watch, just remember it's there, because I wasn't utilizing it. So I still have to remember sometimes that it's there, and it does such a good, you know, it has a good effect. You should use it because it's obviously much better for combos. You get more mobility, and then obviously when you're in moon mode, you get access to extra moves as well. On top of that, your moon gauge is also, it also powers up your we'll just call them EX moves. So your B plus Cs. They're obviously going to be a lot quicker, cover more ground. Like, if you look at Vlov's here, he's basically teleports. His fireball's really quick, he can do it in the air. Just don't forget that the moon gauge is there, you know? Now, I'm sure you guys might already know this, but each singular hit gives you some moon gauge back. So as you can see there, the moon gauge is building up each time I get a single hit. So if you do a full combo and it doesn't go up a lot, don't worry, that's just normal. You only get it from singular hits, okay? Because the way this game works, I mean, like, obviously, if you get a few mix-ups correct, you can basically kill someone, you know? Yeah, I think that about does it. That's 5 tips I just wanted to give you guys, just to remember when you're starting out in Melty Blood, just to pay attention to. They're basically things that have won me games and helped me remember which tools to use in which situation. So yeah, just experiment, work out what you've got. Hopefully these tips help you guys out a little bit. They're just things that I've forgotten over the course of the game that if I had remembered, I would have won a few more games. So hopefully it just helps you guys out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned something. Let me know if you guys like the content and you want more Melty Blood. Other than that, you guys have a nice weekend, and peace for now.